Yeah, I find red-winged blackbirds to be extremely handsome. With the shoulders and the conklery. I mean, I'm always like sliding off my wedding ring when I hear them.
I'm like, oh,
Can
hey.
you hold this, please? I hear a red-winged blackbird.
Kissimmee, the big, bold heart of Florida. You've probably heard of it, but have you ever really experienced it? Connected with it? Come take a leap with us because together we'll see, learn, and taste our way through what makes this place so unique.
Every episode is a new adventure. Today, I'm meeting up with Carla Rhodes as we search for the elusive spoonbill. I'm your host, Jen Bonner, and this is the Kissimmee Experience. Carla!
Oh my goodness, it's so nice to meet you.
You too. Thank you for coming.
Well, I mean, a ticket to paradise.
Right?
Can't say no to that.
I know, I have so many fun things planned for us, but I thought the first thing we should do is just get to know each other and maybe over some ice cream.
Love it.
Right?
Love
Great
it.
way to start off the
Ready
trip.
for it? Let's go.
Okay, so I did maybe a little internet searching of you before
Nice.
you came.
I totally Googled you too and ordered a background report.
Oh, good. So you know that you're safe
I
coming
know
here
that I'm safe. I know I'm in good
journey
hands.
with us. So your journey is fascinating from performer to conservation photographer. So can you tell me about how that kind of came
thank
to be?
you. Honestly, it's the one thing in my life that has completely taken me by surprise. I never expected to be a conservation photographer. I was never interested in photography growing up.
Really?
No, and it just happened naturally. I had been a ventriloquist since I was a kid.
How old were you when you started?
I was 8 years old.
Oh my goodness.
And I saw Sherry Lewis and Lamb Chop on TV.
Sure.
Who ended up being a mentor.
Really?
It really taught me at a young age that dreams can come true. And it's something I've kind of carried through my whole life. I just continued with being a ventriloquist, then moved to New York City to continue being a ventriloquist. I love performing. I love the situations it put me in, the people I met. I mean, you're in the biz, you get it. It's really fascinating. But deep down, I felt like something was missing, but I ended up visiting the Catskills a lot and photographing nature. And during that time period, I got asked to be part of a reality adventure TV show.
All right.
Tied in with the showbiz part.
Yeah.
Where you drive motorized rickshaws through the Himalayas in India, some over 17,000 feet.
Oh.
It got me to India, and I ended up in Assam, northeastern India.
Okay.
And in between locations, I saw a giant bird standing by the side of the road, over 5 feet tall. It was an endangered greater adjutant stork.
Okay.
And there's less than 1,200 left in the world.
Oh my
and at that moment, my kaleidoscope shifted. I just got a lightning bolt through me saying I want to dedicate my life to conservation photography because it's really a pivotal point for me because before then with photos, I was a hobbyist. I was kind of just taking wildlife photos, and conservation photography to me, to sum it up, is feeding the greater good with your work. Like I feel like my work is meaningless if it's just sitting on my hard drive or if it doesn't tell a story. I desperately want to connect people with nature and get them excited. And I'm so grateful for finding conservation photography. It's put me in situations like this that I can't, like, can you pinch me?
I know.
Like,
there you are,
oh my
you're
God, that hurts so bad.
We're gonna go on so many adventures.
I'm really excited. You know what I'm excited to see?
Oh, good. Yes, tell me, because I was gonna ask you what you wanted to see.
I love roseate spoonbills. Imagine a bubblegum pink bird
Okay, I'm there.
with a spoon for a beak.
Spoonbill.
And a group of spoonbills are called a bowl. And then they have a spoon. So to hopefully summon them, I have my collectible Florida spoon that I brought.
Do you still do ventriloquism at all?
I mean, it's kind of like, I haven't done it in a while. It's kind of like riding a bike.
Okay.
You want me to try?
Yeah.
Like, my only option is kind of my sock.
You wore socks to Florida?
I know, what's wrong with me? So maybe I
It's all right,
should
you'll learn for next time.
take it off anyway.
All right. I'm here for it. I'm gonna enjoy
Who
some
wears
of my ice
socks
cream.
in Florida?
You'll know for next time. It's all right.
Hello. How are you?
I'm very good, thank you.
Florida is wild.
Florida is wild. I think Sherry Lewis will be proud. Should we get going?
Yeah, let's get going.
We'll take our ice cream with us.
Take our ice cream and my spoonbill.
Your spoonbill spoon.
And my one socked foot. Let's go explore Florida with my one socked
You
foot.
can put your sock back on if you want, but I mean, you don't have to.
After Carla socked her unsocked foot, I took her to the Omni Orlando Resort on a quest to find the elusive Spoonbill.
Hi.
Hi, I'm Captain Eric.
Hi, Captain Eric. I'm Jen.
Hey, I'm Carla. Nice to meet you.
All right, so Carla, we're here at the Omni Orlando Resort at Championsgate, and we're gonna go on an eco tour with Captain Eric.
Nice.
Yeah.
Super excited. I hope we see a spoonbill.
I know, me too.
It's a good one.
All right, let's go.
Fingers crossed.
You take the front.
All right.
Oh, look at that. Incoming.
Gosh, they're so cool.
They are notorious biters. So
Oh.
Super, super careful.
Wait, what? Look at all these different birds here.
Just hanging out together.
Florida's wild, don't you think,
Florida's
Captain
wild.
Eric? Look at this fellow.
He's a very distinguished gentleman.
A very distinguished gentleman with your red toupee. Oh, look, he started preening when I said that.
He's like, hold on, let me make it better for you.
Room 330, buddy. We'll party.
As we were wrapping up the tour, we got word that there was a spoonbill sighting nearby. So Captain Eric put Carla in a kayak and off they went.
We saw the most precious little spoon in the brush, had the spoon out, and I looked down and a tree frog was on my boot. Yeah, it's like magic, nature magic.
After a successful eco tour, we made our way to Twin Oaks Conservation Area, where Carla gave me a crash course in bird photography.
So I really wanted to bring you somewhere that's really a slice of natural Florida. So this is the Twin Oaks Conservation Area. It's right on Lake Toho. It's the largest lake in Osceola County.
Whoa.
And I really wanted to know, you were a performer before, obviously, and that takes a lot of patience. So does conservation photography. So what did you take from being a performer, that patience, into being a photographer?
It's a really good question. I think number one, a high tolerance for failure.
Absolutely.
Being a comedic performer, especially in New York City, you develop like a sixth sense for anticipating what the audience wants.
Right.
To read the room. And just being really patient and developing through a process.
Yeah.
And I've kind of turned. I used to be on stage, but now I'm in the audience watching
Oh, wow.
wildlife.
Sure.
But it's a very mindful activity. High tolerance for failure. You can come back to the same place over and over and maybe not get the shot. Sometimes
Right.
you'll get lucky and get the photo. There are a lot of skills that cross over.
Yeah.
And also just the drama that goes on
right.
in nature. I'm ready for some bird drama.
From hashtag bird drama.
Hashtag bird drama trending on the socials.
I think we can go find some.
Let's go.
All right.
Let's go find some treats. So I love checking out these wild areas just to observe. And it really helps me learn about the habitat, the biodiversity, what's here, just the sounds.
Yeah.
Some kind of I scan. If I was a predator, this is a really great place to hunt.
Oh.
You know, you've
Well,
got
it's
these
this open space right
Yeah,
here.
and you've got the ecotones between the different habitats, and you've got the water there. So this is some type of fur. So I look for signs like this. I mean, maybe
Okay.
this is rabbit or deer
Oh.
left over from something, but see?
Yeah.
But often you can follow this and find, like you can
Find something?
see in these areas how this is pushed down a little.
So something probably went through there.
Maybe. I mean, it's just, you can start to really, when you observe, see different patterns that can lead you.
Oh, there's some more, yeah.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, right there.
Whoa. Nature detectives.
We're onto something, we just don't know what. So I just really love how excited you've been just to see all of this new wildlife for you and the different plants. So I need to know, what is it about Central Florida that really excites you? Why Florida?
Well, number one, Florida's wild.
Yeah, it is.
It's mind-blowing. It blows my mind. And the habitat is completely different than where I'm from.
Sure.
In the Catskill Mountains.
Yeah, I'm from Maryland. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
When I got here, it's like, what
Kind of
what is
alien
this?
landscape.
Yeah.
And also I'm drawn to Central Florida because I think generally when people think of Florida, they think of beaches and that whole thing, which is great. But this is great too.
Yeah.
I mean, to me, it's new plants, new smells, new sights, even the sound the grasses are making blowing. Incredible. So I love it.
That's awesome.
Florida's wild.
Florida is wild. So we went on an eco tour at the Omni. We had ice cream, and I have one more big surprise for you.
What?
The quintessential Florida adventure. We're going on an airboat tour.
What? No way.
Yeah, we're gonna go see some of those birds, hopefully, that you really wanna catch.
After playing nature detectives, our final stop was a true Kissimmee must, an airboat ride at Spirit of the Swamp. Another bird at the top of Carla's list was the snail kite, and out on Lake Toho, we were surrounded by them.
Whoa! Holy cow! That's cool. Florida is wild. I think this might be, is this some type of heron?
Oh, that's the sandhill crane, yeah.
I've never seen a sandhill crane.
They're like dinosaurs, they're so
Look
big.
at the way it's flying with the airplane noise. It sounds like it's making that noise.
So I have a question for you. When you leave this place, when this is all done, what's something that you want to leave behind?
That's a great question. I would like to leave behind an enthusiasm for the natural world in this part of the country. I mean, there is a snail kite flying
right
behind my
you.
head. I really feel like I'm gonna cry. I mean, nature gives you these moments that if you just slow down and just watch and appreciate it, that are so special. But the kite, I read about it last night. My mind was blown, and then I'm seeing it, and one's flying by. I mean,
everywhere. You're seeing them everywhere.
Yeah, it's really incredible. I'm totally feeling the spirit of the swamp. And so one thing I'd love to leave behind is just an enthusiasm for the natural world, to respect it, to protect it, and just be in awe of everything it can give us as a human. Like, I feel so lucky to have seen the things I've seen during this trip.
You've taught me a lot just in the little time that I've been with you, and now I want to learn more. So, yeah.
I love it. Nature's cool.
Nature's cool.
And Florida's wild.
Florida's wild, I knew it.
Look at 1, 2, 3. Florida's wild!
And this just scratches the surface of what Kissimmee has to offer. When you look beyond the larger-than-life attractions and really connect with what's around you, you'll be surprised at what you'll find. Eco tours, airboat rides, and yes, a spoonbill. All that and so much more. So remember, always make time to experience Kissimmee. I'm Jen Bonner, and I'll see you around.